Hi guys, it's me, I'm back. I'm gonna do the 7 Deadly Sins for Reading tag, or for book lovers tag. And I have a little pile here I can show you. Hopefully I will aim it correctly at this little camera. Anyway, so, good morning. I should probably say that first. Good morning, everybody. So for the 7 Deadly Sins, I saw it, and when I saw the tag, I was like, I can totally do this tag, because I have everything. I am a sinner when it comes to books, I guess. So, anyway. So the first question is greed. So, what is the most expensive book you own? And it's this guy, and it's The Prague Cemetery by Umberto Eco. He cost $33, and I try very hard not to buy hardcover, but I love his books. So, and I have quite a few of them. Name of the Rose, the Volcote's Pendulum, and that sort of thing. So I couldn't wait to get my hands on this. So this is my most expensive book. And then the second one is Wrath. What author do you have a love-hate relationship with? And mine is M Auel, The Clan of the Cave Bear Lady. As you can see, this book is well loved. I've had it for like 20 some odd years, or give or take, so it's a well-read book, and I fell in love with this series, and I adored it, and I was always waiting with bated breath for the next one to come out. But the problem is that between one book and the next, I was like, between this one and the next one was like 2 years, and then the third and the fourth, or the second and the third, it was like 5 years. And then it was like 10 years, and then it was 15 years between books. And so basically at one point I thought she was dead, because she just didn't publish anything for so long. So I love her books. I despise the fact it takes her 20 years to write one book. It just killed me. I couldn't handle it. I was like, I almost gave up on the series, but it was a really awesome. They're awesome reads. I love the books, but just the time in between them just killed me. It was just ridiculous. Anyway, Gluttony. What book have you deliciously devoured over and over again with no shame? And of course, you probably heard me talk about Gill's All Fright Diner before, and this is like my ultimate favorite quick read ever. So I have read this book lots. Like it's taped because the spine is coming apart, and you know, it's taped on the inside. Like I should get a new one, but I just can't part with this one because it's my little guilty pleasure. And it's a quick read. It's, you know, only itty bitty, but it's the most fun I've had ever reading a book. I mean, when you have like werewolves and vampires and witches and, you know, ghosts and teenage dark magicians, and it's just awesome. This is the funnest book. If I'm ever in a bad mood, I just pick up this book anywhere and I just start reading, and it just puts me in the most awesomest mood. So I reread this book insane amounts. So, however, on the other end of the scale is Sloth. What book have you neglected to read due to laziness? And that's this one. And when I picked it up, as you can see, it still has the tag, like the receipt in it, because I haven't actually picked it up yet, or like to read it. And when I picked it up, it was like, it sounded really awesome. And then it got into my house, and I put it down, and I just couldn't do it. I would pick it up, I'd open it, I'd close it, put it back. So it was, so this is one that I'm really just haven't even like, it was beside my bed for like months and I hadn't cracked it yet. So it's just sheer laziness that I haven't opened it. It's ridiculous. Anyway, but it still has like the original receipt in it and stuff. So it will be my mission sometime this month, in October rather, to read this book. So that's, oh, and it's the Physick book of Deliverance, Dane. And it sounds absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it's like witches in Salem, and it just sounds really epic. But I just have not had the energy to read it, I guess. Anyway, so Physick's book. Anyway, sounds really awesome. I still have to try and get into it. So that was my glutton one, or sloth one. And then pride. Which book do you talk about in order to make you sound intelligent? This, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Graham Hancock, but he wrote like Fingerprints of the Gods and, Mars Mystery, pardon me, and Holy Blood and Holy Grail. I think he was part of that whole series. And this book, it kind of goes into like shamanism, spirituality and stuff. Anything you quote usually leaves people dumbfounded, either in awe of your awesome intellect or they have no idea what you're talking about. So, for example, a quote from here is, "To put the issue into some kind of perspective, one can hardly imagine that lions would be more efficient predators if they lavish large amounts of their time and energy placating non-existent beings from another world." So, you have to get the context of what this whole book is about. But in general, it's a really good read if you're into forbidden sciences or forbidden history, or a different take outside of the norm. Like, a lot of people don't like his books because it presents history in a somewhat different view other than what's written in the history books. So it's really fun to like see history from another perspective, from someone who isn't confined to what is the normal version of history. Because history is always written by the winners. So, but this is one of those books that makes the grade when you're trying to sound intelligent. Anyway, I'm rambling. Pride. So that was pride. Lust. What attribute do you find attractive in a male or female character? When any guy in armor, I enjoy anything in like fighting, swords, knives, protective gear, generally armor. So when the authors are describing what the armor looks like, and when the sun glints off his vambraces, it just looks like, yeah! Anyway, so, envy. What book would you like to receive as a gift? There is a series, actually. See, I'm not even going to go for like one book. I'm going to go for like the whole kit and caboodle here. There's a series called, it started off with Patient Zero, and it was like, I read it and it was an awesome book, zombie book, of course. And so, but I cannot remember the name of the author, but the book name is called Patient Zero. And there's a series of books, I think there's like 4, and I would like to get them all at once, so that I could read them all at once, so that I can make up for the fact that there's no time in between, because I'm all about the instant gratification when it comes to a series. So I try not to buy one book out of a series. I try to buy them all at once, or like within a couple weeks, because if I fall in love with it, then I don't want to wait for 10 years like Jane Auel. Anyway, so that is my 7 deadly sins tag, and I would love to hear what you guys say. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I exposed you to some new books, and I hope that you guys exposed me to new books, and I'll talk to y'all later. Have an awesome day. It's beautiful outside. Go outside, enjoy.